I just want to say real quick before you guys watch this video, I'm going to be reading a lot. And I am absolutely terrible at reading out loud. I'm going to stutter. I'm going to mix up words. So if you can watch through all my errors, I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Hello everybody. Today we're playing 60 Seconds Reatomized. So 60 Seconds is a game I played quite a long time ago, back in maybe like 2016 when I was a wee little lad. But a couple years later they came out with Reatomized with a whole bunch of new stuff, and we're ready to play it. Like 5 years later. So let's get into it. I did do one little practice run on Scavenge, and one little like tiny run on Apocalypse, but everybody died, so we're gonna be trying again. So we're gonna be playing Ted on Batman. Let's begin our adventure. Canned soup can be stored up to 737 years. When you see it. Alright. A lot of good juicy stuff right next to the shelter. Ammo on the floor right there. Guns right there. Alright, let's get the gas mask. Gun. And let's get the ammo on the way out. Alright. Timmy. You're the only thing in here. Let's toss you in real quick. May as well toss that in. Dolores. And Scout Book. In. Anything good in here? Soup, 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 soup. What about here? Where is our good old friend the radio at? Harmonica. No room for the first aid kit. Map. First aid. Bang. Come on, honey. We got a shelter to get into. Alright. So, I grabbed literally zero food and water, so we're just gonna have to hope the game blessed us up with a nice stocked shelter. Please. Day 1. We have one can of soup and a little bit of water. But otherwise, we don't have a radio. Alright. We're gonna try again. Because no radio and no food is pretty bad. Everything else was quite good, though. New game. Again, soup can be stored 737 years. I thought it was 727 before. Alright. Let's grab gas mask and briefcase. Then we'll go to the next room over for a gun and ammo. May as well grab this flashlight and toss it in. Get out of my way. Alright, I really want that lock. The start of this game is all about speed. Radio. Dolores. Let's grab water if it would fucking let me. Alright. Ammo, gun, bug spray. Beautiful. We gotta go grab Timmy. I think we'll do Timmy and axe. Timmy and map. Timmy and map. You know what? I'm fumbling the bag. X. Water. Map. And we're in. Okay. I grabbed everybody, right? Did I grab Dolores? Yeah, I grabbed her. Did I grab our daughter? Did I grab our daughter? Oh, okay. They're all here. We have no soup. Alright. But we have a med kit, we have a lock, we have a gas mask, bug spray, ammo, map, radio. We don't have the Boy Scout handbook. That sucks a little bit. Alright. Timmy, I'm gonna have to sacrifice you on day 3. Okay. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all here together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelter used to be fully stocked, but somehow we always found a better way to use the stock supplies instead of leaving them for an emergency. Once, we had a soup dinner party. Another time, we needed the rifle to help our neighborhood watch in a vicious fight against the raccoons. Luckily, some of the supplies were left untouched. Okay, nice. We found a deck of cards and a med kit inside the shelter. Yeah, good thing we grabbed that suitcase. We don't have that much food. No one's complaining yet, but the canned soup might become an extravagant dish quite soon. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. It's alright, but we have little to no food and water. This is gonna be a little rough, but we'll be alright. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope that won't last for long. Please talk to each other. Don't go insane on me. Tim's already grown... Not Tim. Ted already grown that beard out. Day 2. We're done fighting, but for how long? Good. This morning has been calm enough, and Ted is doing well. We're done fighting, but for how long? This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Dolores is quite calm given the situation. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. That's good to hear. Alright. So nobody is hurt, sick, or dying quite yet. The containment of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness, but we have a gas mask, so we're gonna risk it. The kids have been all fidgety lately. They miss running around and playing games with each other in their rooms. Even though the shelter is way smaller than their bedrooms, there's some space in front of the table that seems perfect for wild sprinting around and playing tag. Should we let them play? Fuck no. Fuck the kids. They're gonna get hurt. I am not using my medkit on some stupid kids. Alright. Playing tag? What a ridiculous idea. This is an apocalypse. It's a cruel world. Here every step is a matter of life or death. This is neither the time nor the place for a silly game. How about playing something useful, like Hunt the Roach? Ted needs water to survive. Everyone has to drink something, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? Dolores will not last long without water. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. He should drink some. I don't know about that. You don't seem too thirsty. I think y'all are okay. We need to ration our supplies. We're feeling pretty optimistic. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left is to choose the right person to go outside. Little Timmy, sorry buddy. You gotta go. Bring back food. Okay. Now that he's gone, we're not gonna have to waste food or water on him. Timmy went out into the wasteland. We don't know what will do if he doesn't come back. He took the gas mask. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Alright. They all have dehydration. They can have a bottle of water. Okay. We thought we'd never live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is they've probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is that they're huge and will probably attack us when they get the chance. We can use the bug spray. That's okay. That's what it's here for. You had to use all of it for one fucking cockroach? Bro, come on. Who fucking sprayed it? That was close. The nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches? Yikes. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Good. Good, good, good. We're all looking good. We're all looking good. Timmy ain't here. Ted is good. Okay. The dreadful silence is becoming boring. And like every happy model family, we don't have that many things to talk about. Is there anything we can do about that? Anything at all? If y'all break my damn radio, I swear to fucking God. That is our one way out. Well, there's a few ways out, but that's how I normally get out. Ah, how fortunate. We took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, right? Don't they? That stomach is rumbling. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. The day's been fine with Dolores thus far. Okay, so everybody's a little hungry. Or not everybody. Just Ted's fat ass is a little hungry, but he can wait a little bit. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind the layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice speaking a foreign language. Oh dear. What if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it. But what about the children? Just listen to it. It's fine. Kids need to learn. Somebody's knocking at the door. Timmy back? No. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't the Soviets. We turned out it was the Canadians, which isn't that much better either. Either way. They're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Were they speaking French, or they just talking to a Canadian like, eh? Alright. Ted's stomach is rumbling. If Ted doesn't drink anything, he won't last long. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Saying we can't understand Canadians is like saying Southern people can't understand New Yorkers, I feel like. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Dolores would really love to eat something. Okay, how is everybody looking? Hungry, thirsty, hungry, thirsty. It's day 7. They need some food. But they're not dehydrated yet, so they're not getting any water. A group of doctors knocked on our door today, requesting some supplies that would be helpful in refilling their first aid kits. We didn't doubt they were the real deal for a second. They did have lab coats and everything. Shall we help them? Let's really hope they give us something in return. I've never got this prompt before, so I'm not sure. But we have a little extra water, and I guess we'll give them a little bottle. Timmy's back, and he brought us food and water, it looks like. What a G. All right. We asked them for their doctor's license, but all of them claimed they left them in another pair of trousers. Oh no. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. We gave them a water bottle and wished them a good journey and better luck with their trousers. Alright. We're never getting a return on that investment. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe. And he brought back the gas mask in one piece. Less up, Timmy. Okay. On the edge of town, there used to be a big parking lot. Now it just looks like a junkyard. Most of the vehicles were wrecked or burned down. We figured it was worth checking out. Under the burnt remains of a picnic table, we found some bottled water. Those bottles were not in the best state, but their contents looked perfectly drinkable. 2 water, 2 food? Oh my god, Timmy. It seems like the bomb interrupted somebody's picnic. Thankfully, they were big fans of tomato soup. The indestructible cans were scattered all around the parking lot. This last expedition got us thinking maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those on future expeditions. Ted is hungry. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave and needs to drink right now. Mary Jane is no longer hungry. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Dolores is no longer hungry. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. I really doubt any of you know how to build a car. So I don't think we'll be looking out for parts. Maybe Ted's a mechanic. Maybe he's got his... What certificate you got? ACL? ASL? Something like that? Your Master Mechanic certificate, whatever it is. I don't know. But dehydrated. Y'all got fed. Besides Timmy, so I don't know what his food level's looking like. But I think you're all just gonna get a wee little bit of water. Alright. We're gonna prepare for an expedition. We were down to our just a few scraps of food. This morning, Timmy, Mary Jane were really hungry and started fighting over what remained in one soup can. We were debating whether to intervene or just let the kids be kids. Besides, Mary Jane looks really hungry. We're not sure if it's a good idea to stand between her and food. Should we intervene? If we intervene, Dolores or Ted might get hurt, but if we don't, Timmy or Mary Jane could get hurt. I'm not gonna intervene, and we're gonna hope none of them get hurt. We look good. We decided to watch and enjoy what sick entertainment this was. The can soon found its way to the ground and was spilled all over the floor. Kids wasting my fucking food. Ted is hungry. Ted isn't thirsty anymore. Timmy needs to rest a little bit longer. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Okay. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane is really tired. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Good. Alright, so Timmy's starving. Mary Jane's tired. And the other two are alright. So, Timmy, get a little bit of food in you. Just Timmy. Wait, are any of them dehydrated? No. Good. Just Timmy food. Alright, it's about time we choose somebody to scavenge the remains of our town in search of supplies. Who will it be? The wasteland awaits. Alright, so I don't know why we can't send Mary Jane out, but I know Timmy's tired, so we can't. Big Ted. Let's hope it's not radioactive out there anymore, and you can use the suitcase. Brings back lots of goodies, Ted. Day 10. Okay. We all still look good. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Timmy keeps falling asleep in his chair. He needs a few days to rest. Timmy's very hungry. I literally just gave you food, Timmy. So what is your problem? Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it stays this way. Okay. Just hungry, tired. Y'all are fine. Our town used to be a very quaint and friendly little place before the blast. One of the townsfolk we often recall is the old man Jim, who would sometimes limp through our streets. Turns out he's alive and well, still homeless. Some things never change. He clearly misses us and how much we miss him. As much as we miss him. He's been banging on our shelter door for the past few hours, asking us whether we want to buy a rock. No, I don't want a rock. Who's knocking at the door? Day 11. We all look good. Shelter's not on fire or anything. Okay. You need to really be careful with the door-to-door salesman. Way too often they're trying to sell you junk like that. We like to think we're informed and reasonable purchases. We like to think we make informed and reasonable purchases. Like this apron with the American flag we just got before the blast. It was a real bargain. The old man didn't sell aprons, so obviously we told him to go away. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Getting something to drink, yada yada yada. I don't think I'm gonna read any of the food or hunger messages because we can just tell all that by looking at their status. Okay. So, Timmy, Percy, hungry, tired. Percy, hungry, tired. Percy, hungry. Okay. None of them are dehydrated or starving yet, so they're not getting shit. The wasteland is full of surprises, like this man on the other side of our door knocking and claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for a decent ammunition. Shall we trade? Yes. We're running really low on food and water, so do gotta trade our ammunition. What did that fucker give us? 1 can of soup for my ammo? Okay. Our visitor was happy to get some ammunition in return. He offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. I think I would have rather kept ammo, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. When Mary Jane is tired, she becomes cranky. She should be better in a few days. Mary Jane keeps panting and really needs to find something to drink fast, yada 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 yada. Okay. Timmy should eat, yada yada. Timmy's in terrible shape, we should give him water now. Dolores, dehydrated. All of you can get a little bit of water. We're not big fans of our strange smelling shelter, but when we started to smell something burning, we quickly realized how much we prefer the nothing is on fire scent it had before. A fire! We need to put it out and save our supplies. We don't have time to save them. What do we save? Okay. So, this is where it's tough, because if somebody gets sick, we need this medkit. But the radio is another way to escape the wasteland. So we're gonna save the radio and hopefully find something else to save us from sickness. The medkit burned down. And we don't have the Boy Scout handbook to repair it. So this might be rough. We needed our source of information. We went for the radio first, and we were able to grab it before it was engulfed by the flames. Unfortunately, our other supplies weren't so lucky. We need to evaluate our losses. Okay. Timmy needs to rest a little longer. Timmy is no longer thirsty. Timmy's diet needs food. It's today or never. Alright. Hungry, tired, and Timmy starving. So Timmy can get a little bit of food. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface, only if we had a chance to tune into the emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. I was gonna say, why don't y'all always have the radio on, but I imagine the radio runs on batteries. You don't have a lot of those down there. Who the fuck is calling? We don't have a phone down here. Okay. We're able to get a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Does that mean it wasn't before? Is Ted gonna return sick and I don't have a medkit? Oh no. Mary Jane's stack could use a little food, yada yada. Timmy keeps falling asleep on his chair. Okay. Hungry. We're all good. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth across the street survived the bombing somehow, and it seems to be ringing right now. Dolores or Mary Jane? Go get it, Mom. Pick up the phone. Ted's back. What did you bring me? When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves to survivors from a nearby town of the Hill Valley. Town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back. Hope will get back to us. God, I can't read right now. Oh my God. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. We went on a trip to a more specific place this time, a local museum. Tim, what the fuck are you grabbing from a museum? You think they have fucking food or water? Oh. Rooms in a corridor, walls decorated with some charred paintings that had survived the blast. The whole place doesn't even look that bad. It's almost like a modern art exhibit. In the front of the museum canteen, we found a box with some water bottles left in it. It was probably left there by a delivery company. That delivery company is probably out of business now. Or I guess it was blown out of the market. Alright, +2 water. We window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle. That wasn't completely burned out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more lucky. Alright. Timmy has been talking about nothing other than water. Dolores wants water. Dolores has barely any strength left in her, so... Starving. You're all starving, right? Alright, whatever. I was fucking counting on you, Ted. We needed food. Oh no. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this problem as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucer men from Mars. Alright, so... not having a medkit here is probably gonna make somebody crazy, but crazy is better than sick. Oh no. Alright, Timmy's wearing a can of soup and ripped off a teddy bear's head, and Dolores thinks she's a... not Dolores. Mary Jane thinks she's a chicken. Okay. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we still need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare any raiders away, or save us from radiation sickness. Okay. Mary Jane keeps painting, needs to drink something, yada 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 yada. Timmy is dehydrated. Mary Jane, dehydrated. Dolores dehydrated. All of y'all can get some water. You know what, Tim, you genuinely don't need it. We've been preparing for an expedition since yesterday and we feel ready to go right now. Who should be the lucky one to venture into the unknown? Alright, well these two are crazy so they can't, and then these two are tired. I should have sent Mary Jane to get the phone because now Dolores is tired and she could have gone out into the wasteland, and we're gonna run out of food without an expedition. What's going on with Ted's hair? Okay. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might be really bad. Ted's still tired and needs more time to recover, yada yada. Dolores not eating for a while. Okay. Tired, hungry, crazy, tired, hungry, crazy, hungry, tired, starving, and dehydrated. Let's hope they're ready tomorrow to prepare for an expedition. Someone is very serious about banging on the hatch. Someone is very serious about banging on the hatch. We are scared to open it, but it might be some good news, right? We would gladly welcome any friendly faces, even if it was our neighbor, Ned. We're pretty sure that if there's any reason, what the fuck? We're pretty sure that if there was any reason why our town got bombed, he would be that reason. Shall we open? Sure. Anything for Ned. Did we get more food and water? Turned out it was a mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple of days. Let's go! Opening the hatch was a bit risky, but it seems to have gave us an awful sickness that is driving us crazy. Well, you're all crazy already. Mary Jane still doesn't complete the scene. Yada yada. Okay. Timmy's sick. Alright. Dolores starving. Mary Jane starving. He's starving. Okay. This is a good... Nobody's ready yet to go out. Alright. Oh no. Is Timmy gonna get everybody sick? Do not get my people sick, Timmy. Alright. Dead stomach still rumbling. Zed is tired. Still needs a few days of rest. Mary Jane is acting quite peculiar. Not happy about the bright young lady she used to be. Mary Jane is still tired. Yada 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 yada. Timmy still hasn't recovered his full mental competence. We wish we could help him out somehow. Timmy keeps falling asleep in his chair. He needs a few days to rest. How about getting Timmy something to drink? Yada yada. Okay. Tired. Thirsty, hungry. Thirsty, hungry. Thirsty, hungry. Y'all look good. Y'all look good. Let's prepare for an expedition. When conducting our daily supply count, we noticed that a soup can was missing. We absolutely sure it was there just yesterday. That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief among us. Now we just need to figure out who the culprit is. So... I don't think I should select anybody. I think that's just gonna cause more problems. Alright. Dolores is looking good. Are you ready to go out into the wasteland? Whatever happened to our precious soup, we'll let it go. One can isn't worth the drama and arguments that it would ensue. True. Maybe we made a mistake. Cameron will never know for sure, but if someone did so, they'll be taking the secret to the grave. Okay. Timmy is dehydrated, and starving. So you... Okay. Dolores, bring us a medkit. We need a medkit desperately. Yeah, as per usual, Jesse doesn't know when to stop the recording, so we're going to cut it off there at around the 30-minute mark. Thank you guys for watching. Part 2 will be out right after this one.